Real Madrid eyes Enzo Fernandez. Is Chelsea about to lose their star player? Liverpool may have already found their replacement for Salah, and it's none other than Ousmane Dembélé. But can he really handle the Premier League? And that's not all. Xavi, yes, the Xavi, could be making a return to football, with Juventus reportedly considering him as the perfect successor to Thiago Motta. Meanwhile, Arsenal is said to be preparing a €60 million bid for Newcastle's Bruno Guimarães. Could he become a key figure for the Gunners? All this and much more in today's video. Guys, let's aim for 200 likes again on today's video. Your support helps us create even more exciting content. Now, let's dive into the latest transfer rumors. Enzo Fernandez to Real Madrid? You read that right. Reports say Madrid are suddenly keen on bringing the Argentinian midfielder in from Chelsea. Real Madrid are strengthening their midfield and building a new Galacticos era. And Fernandez is supposedly the cherry on top. Makes sense, right? Well, kind of. Except for one small detail. He's under contract with Chelsea until 2032. The Blues paid £107 million for him and won't let a key player go that easily. Here's where it gets interesting. Enzo himself is reportedly open to the move. Word is, if Florentino Perez makes the call, Enzo wouldn't think twice about packing his bags for Madrid. He's happy enough with the project at Chelsea. But let's be honest, you don't turn down Real Madrid unless you're completely mad. So what could Real Madrid offer in return? Rumor has it, Chelsea want Aurelian Tchouameni, the powerhouse who slotted into Casemiro's role perfectly. And this is where things start to get weird. Madrid, are you sure about this? Trading one of your best midfield anchors for a player who's good, but better? Okay, let's say Madrid actually go through with it. What's the logic for Chelsea? They dismantled their previous squad, spent a fortune, and now they're looking to rebuild again? Where's the plan, Boehly? My verdict? Nah, I don't see this happening. But if it does, Chelsea fans better start stocking up on tomatoes for Boehly. But hey, this is football. Anything can happen. Who knows? Maybe we'll actually see Fernandez rocking that pristine white kit. What do you make of this madness? Do you believe it? Let me know in the comments. Liverpool are dropping Nike and returning to Adidas. £300 million over 5 years. Hard to say no to that, right? Now the Reds have a chance to sort out some key issues. But the big question, will this money help them keep Salah, Van Dijk and Trent? If you're ditching Nike for a deal twice as lucrative, surely you spend that cash on your top players. Or am I missing something? Mo and Virgil's deals run out in 2025. Without them, Liverpool just isn't the same. Sure, Salah is 32, Van Dijk is 33, but come on, this isn't Chelsea, where anyone over 30 gets sent packing to Fenerbahce. And Trent, that's where it gets tricky. He's already heavily linked with Real Madrid. If he's dreaming of following in the footsteps of Beckham and Kroos, you can bet he's thinking hard about it. Losing a homegrown talent like that would be a real blow. Adidas aren't stupid. They know football. They need hype. They need star power. Who's going on the billboards in the new kit if Salah leaves this summer? McAllister and Endo? Great players. But let's be real, they're not shifting £300 million worth of shirts. So you can bet Adidas will be keeping a close eye on Liverpool's moves. Tuttosport is reporting that Juventus are already packing Thiago Motta's bags if he doesn't beat Fiorentina. Just like that, one game and he's out. Honestly, it's a total circus. Firing a manager mid-season? That's like changing tires while the car's still moving. And spending €20 million on his release clause for the privilege? Juventus board, you guys feeling alright? Now, Xavi is being mentioned as a potential replacement. He's even said he's waiting for a big offer from a top club. But let's be real. Does anyone actually believe Xavi is just going to walk into the Juve dressing room and magically fix everything? This isn't FIFA, where you just reload a save and everything's fine. Then there's Gasperini. But let's be honest, he's not leaving Atalanta in the middle of a title race. The guy's chasing the Scudetto, he's not walking away now. And really, what's the point of firing Motta right now? Juventus aren't competing for the title anymore. The only goal is securing a Champions League spot. So why not just let him finish the season in peace? Bottom line, Juve need to stop acting impulsively and just wait until summer to sort out their manager situation, transfers and everything else. What do you guys think? Xavi to Juventus. Brilliant move or complete disaster? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so João Felix's career at Milan started with a bang, but it's already fizzled out, scoring a screamer on his debut against Roma. Unreal. Everyone thought, here we go, career reboot, Serie A's got a new star. Even Zlatan gave his seal of approval. But what happened next? 0 goals in 8 games. Now, Milan have a tough call to make. Fork out 45 million euros for a guy who's barely made an impact, or go for a loan with a 35 million euro obligation to buy in 2026. So what? The club's just swimming in cash, right? Oh, and to make this deal work, they might have to sell one of their key players. Genius move. Swap out a reliable player for a guy who looks more lost than lethal. Honestly, Milan need to think hard about this one. Do they give João another shot, or is it time to pack his bags back to London? My take, if Felix doesn't start tearing things up in the next few games, this transfer is a complete gamble. What do you guys think? Should Milan risk this kind of money? Let me know in the comments. Arsenal are gearing up for another big money move, and guess who they're after? Bruno Guimarães, the very same guy pulling the strings in Newcastle's midfield. But hang on, is Arteta plotting another overhaul already? We barely got used to Edu Gaspar, who turned Arsenal from a laughingstock into real title contenders, when suddenly the club is linked with a new sporting director, Andrea Berta. Berta certainly knows his way around a deal. His Atletico Madrid always found hidden gems. But is Guimarães really what the Gunners need right now? Personally, I think it'd be a fantastic signing. Bruno is a top-class central midfielder, but what's Arsenal's situation in midfield? Declan Rice is a powerhouse, but he needs a creative, technically gifted partner, not just another runner. But here's the catch. Guimarães has a £100 million release clause. Who's paying that? But if Newcastle miss out on the Champions League, he could be available for just £60 million. That's an offer too good to pass up. But let's be real, do Arsenal need a midfielder more than a striker right now? Arteta has a problem up front. Jesus is injured, and Trossard isn't exactly the finished article. Maybe £60 million would be better spent on a lethal forward, rather than strengthening an already decent midfield. We can speculate all day, but one thing's for sure. If Berta lands Guimarães, it'll send a clear message. Arsenal are going for the title. The only question, are the Gunners ready for another transfer battle with Newcastle? Or is this just another case of so close, yet so far? What do you guys think? Is Guimarães a shrewd move, or are they throwing money away? Is Grealish packing his bags already? And this isn't just some random Twitter rumour, City are actually open to letting him go this summer. Honestly, when City splashed £100 million on Grealish in 2021, everyone thought, here we go, Pep's about to create another world-class star. And what happened? One solid season, but overall, Jax lost that spark. Back at Villa, he was the heartbeat of the team, the captain, the leader, and now he's just a squad player, stuck on the bench, barely starting. £100 million for that? So what's next? Europe or another shot at the Premier League? Big clubs are already circling. Inter, Dortmund. Not bad at all. There, he'd be a key man, not just another cog in the system. And what about staying in the Prem? There's interest. But does Jack really want to prove himself all over again in the league where he struggled? Honestly, I still think Grealish can turn things around. Maybe a fresh start in Italy or Germany is exactly what he needs. He's got the talent. He just needs a team where he's the guy, not a backup. Where would you send Jack? Manchester United and Arsenal are set to battle it out for Morgan Gibbs-White. The guy practically carried Nottingham Forest this season. But wait, Forest in the Champions League? Yeah, I was shocked too. Well, not literally, but you get what I mean. Gibbs-White has been on fire. 5 goals, 6 assists, leadership, dribbling, creativity. No wonder top clubs are after him. So why do United want him? Simple. They're a total mess right now. Out of all the cups, struggling in the league, complete chaos. Amorim wants to revamp the attack, and Gibbs-White could be a key piece. But here's the real question. Why him? Yeah, he's good, but £50 million? Seriously, you're telling me there aren't other creative midfielders out there? And Arsenal? Now that's interesting. They've already got Odegaard, they've got Havertz, now they want Gibbs-White too? What's Arteta planning? 3 attacking number 10s? Then again, with his style, quick combinations, pressing, maybe it makes sense. So what's Forest gonna do? Nuno Espirito Santo obviously wants to keep him. He's under contract until 2027, but if someone throws £50 million at them, they might just take it. If United really want to get back to the top, they need killers, not just good players. Gibbs-White is good, But is he United good? And Arsenal? If they want to splash £50 million on another squad player, hey, be my guest. What do you guys think? Where should he go? Spanish media are going crazy again. So Atletico are looking at Paulo Dybala as Griezmann's replacement? Seriously? You mean that Dybala, the one who was worth €110 million in 2018 and now goes for just €8 million? Come on, Atletico, are you sure about this? Honestly, I don't think he's anywhere near what Atletico fans are hoping for. Yeah, he was a baller in Serie A back in the day, but now? Age, injuries, decline. It's all showing. Look, he's not washed up. He'll still pull off a few nice moves and score some goals, no doubt. But replacing Griezmann like for like? Come on, that's a joke. So tell me, why swap a proven performer for a guy who hasn't really done much in the last 3 years? PSG want Griezmann, MLS clubs are circling. Just do whatever it takes to keep your captain. Dybala as a squad player? Sure, for €8 million, why not? Then again, Dybala's style does fit Cholo Simeone's system. Maybe Atletico are finally getting their shot after failing to sign him before. But what do you guys think? Will Dybala step up as a replacement for Griezmann, or is this another transfer disaster waiting to happen? Jan Oblak, Atletico Madrid's wall, could be heading to Manchester United this summer. Honestly, this is huge. Things have really heated up since Atletico's Champions League exit. Oblak believed in the club's project last summer, trusting players like Alvarez and Sørloth, but where did that get them? Nowhere. Now, he's looking at the Premier League as a fresh start, and rightfully so. Should a goalkeeper of his caliber really be stuck in a team that's not competing for top trophies? United have been looking for a world-class keeper for years. They've tried signing Oblak before, but this time it feels like the perfect moment. The Red Devils are rebuilding, aiming to build a truly elite squad, and Oblak is a key part of that plan. City are interested too, but Old Trafford looks like the better option. The asking price is around €30 million. Not cheap, but for United it's nothing. Atletico have him under contract until 2028, but for the right offer, they're willing to let him go. It's business after all. Personally, I think Oblak deserves to play where his talent is truly valued. He's top class, one of the best goalkeepers in the world. If he joins United, it'll be a massive statement. What do you guys think? Ready to see Oblak in a red shirt? I bet he'd be one of the biggest stars next season. So, Liverpool are ready to drop €100 million on Ousmane Dembélé. The same guy who was at Barcelona like yesterday and is now tearing it up for PSG. But why? After getting dumped out of the Champions League by PSG, Liverpool's owners seem to think Dembélé is the perfect replacement if Salah leaves. It's ambitious, to say the least. And, honestly, a huge gamble. So, could this actually work? Well, Dembélé's got insane dribbling and blistering pace. 29 goals, 6 assists this season, crazy numbers. He can play anywhere across the front line and is thriving under Luis Enrique. Sounds logical, right? But hold on. What's the catch? The first red flag? Injuries. Dembélé and the treatment room are practically old friends. Let's not forget, he basically missed 2 full seasons with injuries. Spending €100 million on a player like that? Massive risk. And let's be real, PSG won't want to sell. Nasser Al-Khelaifi is a brutal negotiator. Agents practically need a silent retreat after dealing with him. Plus, he just moved from Barca, so PSG will definitely ask for way more than €100 million. So, is he even worth it? My guess? Either Liverpool are just testing the waters or they're prepping for life after Salah. But spending that kind of cash on an injury-prone player feels risky. He was in La Liga not that long ago, and yeah, he's shining in League One. But let's be real, it's not the toughest league out there. Honestly, I just don't see it happening. But hey, if FSG actually pull this off, we'll have a lot to talk about. Genius move or complete madness? What do you guys think? Dembélé, yes or no? Should they look elsewhere?